Welcome back to the Midnight Fire. Have you ever caught a movement in the corner of a mirror, only to turn and find nothing there? We trust our reflections to follow our every move. But what if one day, the person in the glass decided to stop following? Tonight, we step into the dust and shadows of an old Victorian home to uncover the secret of the mirror in the attic. The Millers bought the Blackwood estate for a steal. It had been empty for 40 years, preserved in layers of dust and silence. While exploring the cluttered attic, young Clara found it a massive, silver-framed mirror leaning against a brick chimney, covered in a heavy, moth-eaten purple velvet cloth. Against the warnings of the local handyman, who turned pale at the sight of it, Clara's father decided to move it down to the main hallway. At first, it was just a beautiful antique. But within a week, Clara noticed something off. It started with the lag. She would wave at her reflection, and for a fraction of a second, the girl in the mirror wouldn't move. Then, the reflection would catch up, mimicking her with a smile that felt just a little too wide, a little too hungry, Clara told her parents. But they dismissed it as the overactive imagination of a child in a new, creaky house. One night, Clara woke up to a rhythmic tapping sound. Tap, tap, tap. It was coming from the hallway. She crept out of bed and saw her reflection standing in the mirror. Even though Clara herself was still several feet away, the reflection wasn't mimicking her anymore. It was leaning against the glass from the inside, its breath fogging the silver surface. It whispered a single word that chilled Clara to her core. Switch. The next morning, Clara was different. She was quiet, polite, and her eyes seemed to have a strange, glassy sheen. Her parents were delighted by her new mature behavior. They didn't notice that the real Clara, the one who loved to draw and run, was now a faint, screaming shadow trapped behind the silver glass of the mirror. They didn't notice that Clara never looked at her reflection again. She knew what was waiting on the other side. The mirror was eventually moved back to the attic after a shaving accident left Clara's father with a scar he couldn't explain. It sits there now, under the velvet cloth, waiting for the next family to move in. Because the thing from the mirror is out now, walking among us, learning how to be human. And the real question isn't who is in the attic. It's who is standing in your hallway right now. Before you go to sleep tonight, take a good look at your reflection. Make sure it moves when you do. And if it doesn't, don't blink. Thank you for joining us at the Midnight Fire. Hit the bell so you never miss a story. And remember, some things are better left covered. Good night.